We actually met, well, we worked together at UCLA in the hardware shop, and I don't remember the exact like moment that we started talking to each other because like we didn't actually start talking until almost I was there for about 7 months, and then he like he'd come up to me and like say hi or whatever, and I'd be like, oh hi, how are you, you know, that kind of thing, and then um, he had been asking me out like every few weeks or so. He'd be like, "Oh, we should get together," and I'm like, "Yeah, okay." But I was like dating other people at the time, so I wasn't really interested. And so I was like, "Yeah, okay," but then we like never hooked up, or you know, we never went out.
As soon as she walked through the doors, she was very pretty. She kind of took my breath away. Uh, she had a really nice smile, pretty big eyes, and we just started talking. And she was sweet. She was sweet. She made me laugh. I made her laugh. Uh, you know, I have stupid jokes, and she laughs at them, and that took me right there. And I had the hots for her.
I remember that I didn't think it was an actual date, and I felt really bad because I hadn't gotten dressed up, and he did. He was like, oh, you know, let's go, like, you know, to this bar by my house, and I was like, okay, but like he didn't say, oh, you know, like it's a date or anything. And I mean, I'm a woman, I should have thought, okay, well, yeah, this is a date. I drove out to his house because he lives pretty far from me. I had actually been planning to go get a massage that day, that evening, so I went and got my massage. I was in sweats. And then he came after I got my massage, and he's like, oh, we're gonna go to this bar. And I was like, oh, great, I don't have anything nice to wear. I'm like in a sweatshirt, like, okay. And I don't remember if we had been talking about it before, like previously or what, but when he came to take me to the bar, he actually had gotten my favorite flowers, which are stargazer lilies. And then when he gave me the flowers, I was like, oh God, okay, this really is a date. And like, I feel so bad because like you look nice and you have on your cologne and everything, and I'm just like chilling, you know. So that I felt bad about that, but so we ended up going to the bar and you know playing pool and talking, and it was really sweet. He asked my permission to kiss me, which I thought was very sweet, but it was really nice.
We had a real good time, um, and we're laughing, we're talking, and it was just smiles and laughter the whole time. Was no awkwardness or anything like that.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I did give him permission to kiss me, and I thought it was really sweet. And he didn't, you know, try to like make out or anything like that. Like just like a nice little kiss. So.
When we're the way it was when we were dating, uh, she would come over every weekend to my house and stay for the whole weekend. And uh, she was coming over from Culver City to uh, Chino Hills. So I already thought that was a lot for her to do just to see me. So I was taken away by that, and we'd start the day and go have breakfast. She always loved pancakes, you know, waffles, French toast. We'd go to IHOP, and I'd get her whatever she wanted. Then we'd head off to the beach, maybe. Uh, I took her to the swap meet for the first time, Orange County swap meet, and she loved that. She loved shopping at the swap meet, and I loved to, you know, buy her dresses and all that because it's cheap there, and so I can let her get whatever she wants. Um, but she always wants to go back to the swap meet. We do that. Um, We go to Newport Beach. Uh, I bought her crab legs, which she loved, and now she loves those. It was just a lot of fun. We'd go out to all sorts of restaurants, and she would try food that she normally doesn't try, and I got her to do it, and she liked mostly everything I'd give her. So she likes sushi now, which she never tried. Uh, you know, fish, and she drinks beer now because of me, which is she loves beer. That's probably a bad thing, but you know. Um, but yeah, it was just a good time together, and she was always smiling. I was always smiling, and we still are.
Yeah, so we were moving in progressive steps, you know, as our relationship grew. We we had I feel like we did a lot more things towards the beginning of our relationship, like going on trips and like going out to different places, as opposed to now we're getting married and you know we have a dog and a cat at home, and it's like they're our children, and we like on the weekends sit at home and take care of them and hang out and like don't do as much stuff as we used to. But I mean, we're getting older and I understand, and I'm just so comfortable with him now, and I love him so much, and he's a great guy, and I I feel blessed that you know I have him in my life. Um, so before we like officially became a couple, Scott had told me that he didn't want a relationship because he had had like bad ones in the past and he wasn't looking for anything. And I mean, I was in the mindset that I was like looking for somebody to marry. So I was interested in him. So I told him, you know, like let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens. You know, if you like me and this works out, then great. If not, then like at least you can say that you tried. So I think I worked a little bit of my charm on him, and he agreed, and we went out, and now we are getting married.
Uh, the moment I realized I wanted to marry her, I believe it was our second year anniversary, and she surprised me by taking me to a resort for the weekend. Um, and before that, she took me to a beach, like a little cove, and we walked down the trail to the beach, and she had a picnic basket, and she had all sorts of cheeses, wine, and she made chocolate-covered strawberries, which were not perfect, but she made them. That was the thought that counted. And we sat there on the beach, and we had a blanket, and you know, took pictures and laughing, and I thought that was really special. No one's ever done that for me. And after that, we went to this beautiful resort, and I just couldn't believe it. You know, nobody's ever took care of me like that. And right then, I knew that you know I found a special girl, and that was pretty much it. That was the thing that that I I couldn't see myself being with anybody else.
Well, our whole family was supposed to go to Las Vegas over Thanksgiving, and then for some reason they backed out. But Scott and I still wanted to go, so we ended up booking a room to go out there. And it's kind of interesting because we had gotten the engagement ring, like we went together to get it, and I picked it out because we have very different tastes, and he was worried that if he got something that I would probably go exchange it because our tastes are that different.
When I proposed to her, um, I took her to the wedding ring shop, and I said, hey, you know, what kind of, you know, ring would you like?
So I knew it was coming. Um, I I didn't know when, but I had a feeling that it was going to come in Vegas because and also before that, like 2 weeks before, our parents had met for the first time, and he had said that he was going to propose when they met, but we went to Cheesecake Factory, and he said he didn't want to propose at Cheesecake Factory, so at that point, I kind of like had an idea that like it was coming. So we went to Vegas and we stayed at the old Imperial Palace. It's called the Link now, and they have this like observation wheel thing that we went on. And we had talked about like getting engaged and all that stuff before. And I told Scott, I said, whatever you do, like I don't care what you do, just as long as you get like a picture or a video or something of it, so I can like show people afterwards what happened. So that's like the main thing that he remembered. And he actually, the people that were in line behind us when we were getting on the observation wheel, he like made friends with them somehow, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna propose to my girlfriend, can you take a video of us so like she can have her video? And so they like were they you know, they took the video. And
I had the ring, and I took her on a big Ferris wheel, and I popped out that ring, and it was pretty embarrassing because there's a lot of people around, and I tried to I told her how I felt and that I wanted to marry her, but I kept repeating myself over and over and over. It must have went like 10 to 15 minutes of me just blabbering and not making any sense. And we're all laughing. People around us were laughing and clapping, but yeah, she was, I thought she was gonna be crying, but she was laughing. And we celebrated after that, and I put the ring on her, and she was loving it, and so was I.
Christina, I love you. We've been together for a long time, and I want to spend the rest of my life with you. That's all that matters to me, is to spend the rest of my life with you. Okay? And I'd be privileged to be with you for the rest of my life. Please, honey, I love you. Everything that we've been through doesn't matter. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. You're the best thing in my life. I want you forever. Please, honey. Take my ring. Marry me.
Yes, 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 yes.
Well,
Now you get to scream jackpot.
What I really love about her is her silliness, her kindness. She's so sweet. She's very caring. She puts up with me, my sarcasm, my dumb jokes, my goofiness, and she's always there for me, and that's the most important thing that I need is someone like that for me. And she takes care of me in every way, and no other girl's done that for me except for her. So that's That's the one I want.
Scott makes me feel that I'm special, that I'm loved and cared for. He makes me feel beautiful and sexy. Like he makes me feel like I'm the only woman in his world, which I think is important. Um, he makes me laugh. He he does irritate me sometimes. I will admit. Um, I mean, no person is perfect, but I think that that's only like a small subset of the time. It's not like he's always getting on my nerves. But he's a really good guy. He makes me feel like that I'm worth the trouble that I may cause him sometimes.
Babe, I love you so much. I'm so glad we're together now and it's official. Um, we're gonna grow old together. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna have some hard times, but me and you, two against the world, and we're gonna have lots of pets and babies, and I'm gonna do my best to take care of you, and I know you'll do the same for me. Um, I'm happy that it's just me and you, and I'm happy that I found a person like you to share the rest of my life with, and I love you very much.
Hi, sweetie. It's our wedding day. We did it. Yay, we're married. I'm so excited to be your wife and to spend the rest of my life with you, to start this journey or continue this journey that we've been on. The best is yet to come. When you told me that I make you a better person, that's when I definitely fell in love and said, this is the guy that I'm going to marry. I love you so much. I can't wait to see what the rest of our lives hold. And Noriega Nups, yay! I'm excited to be your wife.